I can meet you at the shop, if that's easier.
That would be better, thanks. El Pajarito, on Mission near 22nd.
He checked his wristwatch, a sporty model with lots of knobs.
Let's make it an hour, to be on the safe side. And Lily, if you get there first, don't go in without me.
I nodded.
I'm serious.
I can tell. I won't go in without you. He gave me another suspicious look. What? I asked.
All this easy cooperation is making me nervous. Tell me you're not blowing smoke up my caboose.
I'm not even sure how to do such a thing. I laughed. I told you, I'm resigned to my fate. But I do have one last question.
What's that?
Since I'm the SFPD's official paranormal consultant, do I get dental with that?
Carlos flashed me a bright white smile. You're official only in my book. If the department knew I was bringing in a witch to consult on this case, well, let's just say I put up with enough ribbing from my colleagues as it is.
Carlos drew aside the curtain. Folks were milling about, crowding the aisles, inspecting long peasant skirts, faded jeans, and fringed leather vests.
Quite the hippie convention out here.
We've been as busy as Grandpa's Sunday tie, as they say.
Carlos looked amused. Who says that?
I laughed. I guess we say that back in Texas. Anyway, the Haight Street Summer of Love Festival is this weekend. The Summer of Love Festival was held annually to commemorate one of the neighborhood's most famous eras. It had been nearly 50 years since hippies sent out the call for gentle people to put some flowers in their hair and meet in the Haight-Ashbury to build a new world order of peace, music, and harmony. They hadn't quite achieved their lofty goals, but the neighborhood had retained its willingness to accept iconoclasts and free thinkers of all stripes. Ambitious festival goers had been flocking to Aunt Cora's closet in search of authentic hippie clothes for weeks now. Vintage tie-dye and flouncy peasant dresses were flying off the racks. Love beads and headbands were in short supply. Bell-bottom jeans, pants in wild colors, and embroidered Mexican blouses, most of which I had picked up for a song at flea markets and yard sales, were in great demand.
Sure, the Summer of Love Festival.
He nodded.
I know it well.
It's my first time. I'm pretty excited. So, do you have a costume?
I'm wearing it.
Carlos passed a hand over his khaki chinos and black leather jacket. Think you look like a hippie, do you?
Even better, I'm a narc.
I smiled. You should at least wear a few love beads around your neck.
Maybe I'll dig through your treasure chest before I leave.
Recently, I had started tossing cheap costume jewelry and plastic items, except for the valuable Bakelite, of course, in an old wooden chest that supposedly came to San Francisco with the pioneers. Now cleansed of cobwebs and its sordid past, it had become my treasure chest. Everything in it went for under $5, and many items were just a quarter. Customers spent a lot of time digging through it with childlike abandon. Which reminded me. Carlos, hold on. Didn't you say something about a missing child?
Selena Moreno, age 14, and we're not positive she's missing. Weird thing is, we can't get a word out of Ursula. But according to the neighbors, Selena used to live with her grandmother.